Welcome to the long-awaited episode of Juno Ricardo's Recorded Journal.
Episode 3.
Hashtag
JRRJ. So these are my dogs. Some of my dogs. This is Shogun, or their face Shogun.
And I'm Ricardo.
I'm
Ricardo. What's up, dog?
Alright, Shogun, you can go now. You're done with the shot. Thank you, Shogun. Alright, good
Galing.
boy.
You should really make him model.
But
then there would be like directors and producers trying to fuck his butt.
What the fuck? That'd be crazy.
Prostitute your dog for success.
Dude, we already got his balls off, so I don't want to put him to any more heavy trauma in life.
Look at him.
He's a cutie pie. Dude, we're not gonna have a podcast with dogs.
Okay.
Alright, so recently you were on a podcast with Mo Twister, right?
Yes,
How was that? How was that experience?
It was great, man. It was really good. But also, if you guys didn't know, the reason why we haven't been doing this for a long time, because he was in Macau and Hong Kong.
Yeah, I went to Disneyland and shit. And then after that, went straight to Sagada, where you're supposed to go, but you had
Had the Cosmic Ground.
That's what I think.
It was alright. Could have been better.
Man, Sagada was magical, man. You had Mabor's sunrise. Shout out to Tito Ed. You watched podcast Tito Ed. Shout out to you. That he was like our guy. He brought us to places that tourists weren't anywhere there. Like we said, we wanted secluded places. Okay, he brought us to fucking secluded places, man. Like we went to this one place where it was like a 45-minute trek through just down rice terraces and through like a river system with boulders this big, and then you're just walking, and then the stream goes up to here, and the water's freezing cold, and then he sent us with this guy, Abel. We watch podcasts, man. Okay, so we went to this secret place. You can find it on our Instagram and shit, dude. It's like a secret cave, and then like you have a secret clear pool, which I think we're like the third tourist to be there, but locals go there a lot. But like,
It's a pool?
it's a clear pool.
Like it's a real pool? Like a pool, man-made pool? Or
No,
like
it's
a pool
just
of
it's
like
like a pool, a natural pool, dude. And then like it's just like where like some water is like it's like super deep. The water is super deep. So Jaime, you know Jaime, right? He was like so tired from the trek, and then we had to like scale this mountain going downwards, try to get to the cave, right? So he was like, fuck this shit. He just tossed his stuff into the cave and he just jumped into the water, dude, like a polar bear. He just stayed there, like cleaning himself. I jumped into the water. The moment my toes hit the water, dude, my whole body went. It was the coldest water I've ever felt in my entire
I'm
life.
so jealous now.
Man, it felt good, man.
We'll go back. I mean, you guys
Go back.
can go. I want to go. I want to go. January.
I keep on going back, dude. It's a beautiful place. If anybody hasn't been there, you have to go to Sagada, man. It's like another fucking country. Actually, you know what? Don't go. I hope none of you go. Because I want to keep it for myself and my friends.
No!
And my buddies and stuff. Alright. So to go back to what we were talking about a while ago, man. The Mo Twister podcast got banned.
My episode with Mo Twister got banned.
Got banned.
If some of you guys, some online geek geniuses out there can find a way to retrieve this file somehow, that would be amazing. I just want to know why I was banned. Maybe, I don't know, we just watched it,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure why.
Well, you know what struck me first of all was, you know, Mo Twister's podcast is released online. He was a really good host, by the way.
Yeah, he's really good, man.
Super sharp guy. I mean, I used to listen
I
to
felt
him.
really comfortable too.
He was like the DJ in like a radio station. I can't remember which one.
I think it was Magic, way back in the day.
Magic, and then in the morning on the way to school, I would like he would be the guy, and like you know he's tripping on people, very quick-witted guy, and he was a really good host, man. Why did you answer every single one of his questions though?
This is a good time to Mo, bro. Good time to Mo.
I was watching, I was sitting there, and I was like, man, you didn't have to answer every question so quickly. You could have fucking held back a bit and be like, you know what? Next episode, man. You need me when you do podcast, man. I'll be like, no, secret. Next time, ask for a bigger honorary up.
You cannot divulge.
So like
this
yeah,
type of
but
information.
so what struck me was like I thought it was a podcast, but
I thought it was a fucking podcast too, and we
Like-
all know that Mo Twister talks about
very
all this
controversial.
talks about all this stuff that are taboo.
Yeah, taboo to like people in this country.
So the so-called conservative society of the Philippines is just total bullshit because you see have like sex bomb dancers and shit, like girls in like bikinis and shit on noontime television shows dancing and shit.
That's true.
That's not conservative at all, bro.
But it's fun. It's like a party.
It's fun. That's
it's
why.
like a party.
That's why, and that's cool. That's cool.
So like,
But
wait now, before I forget my point, dude. Like the internet is supposed to be
free.
free speech. You know, you're supposed to be able to say what you want. But the podcast is probably, I mean, the money backers are probably TV5. So it was probably their censorship board. That, I mean, who else would be, would be?
GMA, Viva, maybe.
I don't know, dude. Because like
Because I also talked about ABS-CBN talents as well.
Probably.
But was it really because I talked about the talents?
I don't know. Maybe it was a content.
Or-
man. It was so sexual. It was so
Was
like
it so,
sexual.
was it that
man.
sexual?
It was super sexual, man. Like you even said I was blushing on some points, man.
Yeah, I was blushing.
I was
super
like, what
actually.
the fuck, man? Like this is so. If any of you guys haven't caught it yet, watched it. You can hear it on a website that was on his Twitter,
Yeah.
on his Instagram, on his
Twister's
Facebook.
a great guy.
He
Posted it
Oh,
on
yeah.
his Twitter.
A fan probably sent him a link.
Yep.
Or something
Yeah,
like that.
but it's an audio link though.
It's an audio link, but it's fine, dude. I mean, that's what's important, man. The conversation you guys had. That's why it was so sayang because like.
It was
I
a
mean,
really
like,
good fucking episode.
It was a
man.
good.
It was a funny.
It was a
episode.
wild
And I'm not
episode,
saying
man.
because I was on the show, but I was like watching it and I was laughing. It was fucking. It was.
And you know
funny.
what? I didn't know there were any like good, pretty wild Filipino podcasts. I mean, I've been looking for inspiration for this, for like this podcast we're
Yeah.
making. I've been looking at Joe Rogan's podcast, the Fighter and the Kid podcast, getting Dog with High. Those getting Dog with High. Those podcasts are all great, but like. Most great hosts, great format of the. No, I didn't like the. I watched almost the entire thing. The parts that I didn't watch was the one with the callers.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking boring. Dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were
like,
boring.
I understand why Mo just like pushed that
Fuck
shit to the
that.
side. I was like, what? None of this makes. I walked out, dude. When you were
Yeah.
watching it,
Like.
man. Okay. I mean, like maybe it was interesting. Maybe if I listened to it, it would be interesting. But not. I don't.
See, my manager is messaging me right now. What happened with your good times with Mo? Just like right now, dude. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Hello, what happened with your?
Well.
See,
yeah.
because I was thinking maybe this is what I've been talking about media, bro. This is what I've been talking about media. And I don't mean to go all like conspiracy theorists on you.
Okay.
That's okay.
Then let's
Yes.
go down that road then. Let's
Okay.
what's up?
You can see how media controls a lot of shit. These were just I kissed a girl type stories. Like, and we're all adults here. We're all adults now. Everyone that I'm talking about are all adults as well. But this is
Yeah, I'm sure no. Well,
yeah, like no.
no, I mean like I'm sure no underage, but like it is the internet, so anybody could get to it. But there are worse things on the internet.
There are worse things on the internet. There are definitely worse things on the internet. And I think there are definitely like other stuff that they're also trying to hide. But just to see that, they just censored that. I'm not pissed off about, I'm not like, oh, why'd you take it down? Now everybody won't know about like my hit list. You know what I mean? It's not about that. I'm not trying to show off or anything. But the fact
Yeah, we could
that
just do that. We could just recreate the whole thing
Yeah,
right now.
man.
And then just gonna list off
Boom,
this blam blam,
bam,
ding,
boom,
dang, ding, ding,
boom.
ding,
The cover girl of this month's magazine. Boom. I can say so much shit, but for them to censor it, like, I probably pissed off a lot of people. I've been pissing off people way back when, man. By very like small, stupid shit.
But yeah, as a man and as a human being, you should be allowed to say whatever you want. And then I was but like again, I still stick to what probably somebody who owned the company knows that the show's controversial, has some members of the board that probably goes through this like skims through it and like listens to it, or maybe probably fans of the show as well who just work in that aspect, and they just saw it and they're like, too much stuff, too much, it's too bam.
But the thing is, like,
I like how we're not going into specifics, man, because we
Yeah.
want people to watch the thing. And like the whole show is great as it is.
because
man.
like shit, train of thought.
Shit. Okay, let's try to think about that. Like TV5 people, the mediators, the censors.
Yeah, that I'm not pissed off that they about the hit list and them not knowing it. Like I'm pissed off about the censorship. Fuck! Cause it was there. Because I found it. Because the show is known to be a certain way, to be entertaining. And I was there as myself, and I believe I'm pretty entertaining but on my own, even when I'm by myself, I trip myself out.
Yeah.
But like, isn't that what you guys wanted? Isn't that what the people wanted?
Yeah.
He asked me questions. I held back. I was like, I don't think I should, but then whatever. I answered truthfully.
Yeah, I thought you could have fucking held back at some first.
Like there are definitely some things that I won't say. There are a lot of things that I'm not gonna say. That there's a chapter of my life that no one needs to know.
Yes.
Now, like, what's this hidden chapter? What the fuck? Mo, get me on your podcast again.
No, okay, I'm gonna be there. And I'm gonna have like cue cards like no, that's not that answering that. I'll be like, okay, but don't be specific. Don't be no specific.
Vague. Ask for more butter.
No,
but yeah, man, isn't that what the people wanted? And a lot of people tweeted, the ones that actually got to watch it, were very entertained and said that this was like the best show. I'm maybe I'm just floating my own boat, but like even Mo wanted the episode up there. That was apparently the first episode that went overtime. If he was telling me the truth, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm also thinking like maybe there's a lot of money involved.
Yeah, it was.
There's a lot of money involved in show business, and it's like this. For example, someone in show business part of a show. They're famous. They have print ads. They have endorsement deals and shit. And that company is gonna invest on the commercial slots on the show. So like that's how people make money also off the shows because of them. But if something out there is gonna be like, oh, they fucked this guy, blah 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 blah. Somebody's gonna talk
they're not gonna be as clean.
They're not gonna be as clean. They're not gonna the image will be tainted.
Yeah.
Maybe. But the thing is, we're all fucking adults here. Maybe,
man.
Dude, even kids have sex. Like teenagers it's normal for them to have sex. It happens in the world, man. It happens in the world. Celebrities, artists, they have sex. It happens.
People, yeah.
There's still people get into relationships, people kiss. You know what I mean? It's not a fucking secret. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like people should go out there and have sex and everybody should just have sex and shit. What I'm saying is, what I was talking about, it was a normal human interaction.
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah, it's both people.
You know
it's instinct, man. I mean, like.
This is the world. What the fuck you guys want me to talk about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know who I followed? Look at this.
Yeah, just some basic shit again. I mean, like, you basically, like Mo said during the interview, you gave an autobiography.
He asked me a couple of questions.
And you answered, man.
Answered truthfully.
Shit, and maybe not all the time to your,
my benefit.
To your advantage,
yeah.
but like, you did a good.
It was a very.
You did an honest job, dude. I think that's why it's so entertaining. I fucking enjoyed it. When my girlfriend watched it a while ago, she doesn't like long podcasts, but
she doesn't like me talking in
general. So like
I just said like let's get everybody.
Yeah, I mean like it's a. Or maybe more because we know you, and it's funny to see you be so truthful with other people. But yeah, man, I mean it was a. If you're gonna put it on the internet, why fucking censor it at all? You might as well have a branch of your company that's just like all out like Vice or like just like no censorship. Whatever the people who like the creatives that you handle want to make, just allow them to make it. It's fun, man.
Yeah, and somebody out there who's pissed off at me can probably go talk some bad shit about me that must have been real. Like, oh, there was one time when Dino fucked me, his dick wasn't working. You know what I mean? But I'll be like, yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe, just maybe. There are some things that some people have done that are way worse than my shit, and those aren't being obviously being released out in the open. And I think I just sparked something, you know what I mean, and made them paranoid. Like, no, this kid might say some other shit back. Cause me, a guy, I'm not that famous compared to the ones that I mentioned. I'm not even close, especially now. So a guy that's always been there, I've always been there, I've always observed, and maybe some people are scared that I might slip and say some bad shit about
Man, I don't think it's that, man. I really
or
don't.
maybe I'm being
Unless
paranoid.
are you being kind of paranoid right now? Because there's no information
Okay,
that says why. I mean, we don't even know why it got pulled out. I mean, they're probably. I don't know if this show.
Yeah, I
justice,
just wanna
but
know
they're probably
why.
gonna say a statement about it. You know, when
Was
like
it too vulgar?
when
If
like
it's- if
them
it's-
as a company can collect the thoughts on like I don't know if they even do this. I mean, have they banned episodes before? Have they commented on
they
why?
have.
Have they commented on why? Like
Yeah.
as a company?
Well, I don't think as a
probably
company.
not, right?
No.
Yeah, you.
But I know why.
Yeah, you told me why. Let's not say why though.
Yeah.
But you know they fucking banned the show before, and
Because somebody was gonna get in
somebody was gonna get in trouble.
Somebody.
See, but I think that's a different thing because compared to you, I think yours.
I don't. It
you
was
could-
fun. It was fun. Like shit. Like
super sexual though. Super fucking sexual,
What
bro.
trouble? What trouble?
What the fuck do you mean?
I
what
don't know,
trouble?
shit.
Watch it and then you say and then see who's right or wrong between me and him, and you. Yeah.
Maybe it's not about being right or wrong, but like maybe the degree of the content that I got.
Yeah. I think it's on a high R18 plus.
Oh yeah, definitely high R18
Yeah.
or
So, like,
R16.
R21, dude. That's where we're
R21.
going. So people don't know
The
this
R.
shit.
Yeah, man. Cause hey, you wouldn't expect me to be with those women.
No, I wouldn't not. I don't know. Why wouldn't you?
No, I mean like if you just
There are worse comparisons.
Mo
man.
Twister looked at one of my like photos like, no, this guy does not have a big dick.
in the previous
and
one.
then he was like,
yeah.
wait, and then he looked at me in tights and was like, nah.
Well, you can't really tell. I don't know, man. How do you fucking tell? I mean, is there a measuring?
I don't know. See, it was really fun. It was really fun too. It was a really.
It seemed
fun
like you were having
episode.
fun, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was more nervous about like him gripping me a new asshole. Like, all right. I thought like he was gonna like.
You're gonna flex on yours.
Yeah, like let me go at this kid.
I don't think so, dude. He seems like a nice guy. He seems very straightforward.
Yeah, no, but I mean like, but with the who good of the questions, you're like, you know, sometimes like he'll just badger you.
Well, you
That's
answered
what
all
he's-
of his questions, man.
But
mean,
but I didn't feel like threatened. I didn't feel like, you know.
Well, that's because you're comfortable.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, that's why I guess they haven't seen this kind of episode before. Is there's nobody else is comfortable to answer what they've actually done in their life on a platform that has how many subscribers does Mo have? 1 million.
1 million on Twitter too.
So like you know, there's like
A lot of people do.
a lot of people just will know, even if not the whole thing, just the headlines, and they'll pay attention.
But shout out to all those guys who actually did like and started commenting and all that shit. You people are MVPs.
Guys, I want to be you, man.
It was fun though. I just really wish more people got to see it. It's the truth though. Sometimes, like for example, like one of the things I was talking about is like that I really didn't get into, but I made this thing like about how RJ is. We talk about some shit like how the things that you watch on TV aren't always
What they seem.
what they seem. You know what I mean? Some of your favorite celebrities aren't what they seem, and I guess I'm not here out to expose anyone or anything, but like sometimes we look at people and we look at them as if they're so godlike that we wish so much that we would rather be them instead of be who we are, and just think about that we are all human beings. We all make mistakes. We all came from some place. Maybe most of our lives were like it was all light, but some of us was mostly dark. And I just want to show that like, yo, the people that you think are so godlike, you can actually be like them as well. You can actually, or you can bring them down to your level and be like, hey, you're human as well. Like we can connect. We are the same. So some people like I see, you know, they just have a hard time accepting themselves for who they are and just would rather change everything about them. I've met some pretty girls that are like super pretty, but they change up their face and shit. They even change their names and shit. But you didn't do that. Now you can throw at me. They have the freedom to do whatever they want with their body and everything. But I mean, like, I guess you wouldn't have to do that if you really love yourself.
Okay, that's a double-edged sword though, man. I mean, the way, not the ending of your of your statement, but like the beginning, and the way that the how like artists and celebrities are. Sometimes they actually aren't allowed to be who they are by the people they work for.
Yeah, no.
There's a
exactly.
big boundary. Sometimes they have to stop themselves, but most of the time it's like, you know, somebody beside them is like, oh, you know, maybe you shouldn't do this because it's not good for your image, or maybe you shouldn't express, maybe you should stop doing that, or like, you know, whatever kind of passion you have, and then them intervening in that.
You shouldn't talk it that way. You should dress like this.
Yeah, you know, like for whatever it is, like the looks or what you do in your everyday life. I mean, they're probably a victim of it as well. I'm sure a lot of celebrities would just want to, you know, put a mask on and just walk around, just be like not notice and like be like everybody else, man. But since they're living this extravagant lifestyle and they are followed by so many people, you know, it's part of the job.
Too much money is on the line.
It's part of the job.
I feel.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, imagine how much money is put into a show, and like, for like this. I'm not doing anything specific. I don't even know about any shows or anything. But imagine this like young maybe girl who's like making a children's show or something, and it's super prime time star, and then
like
biglang all of a sudden make
scandal.
controversy. All of a sudden, if you're already shooting that show, and then you're like into it already, and then biglang that scandal hits, and you already spend so much money, you're stuck in the middle place, man. You try to release the show, maybe not make any money. You try to finish the shoot, or you stop it right there.
Yeah.
So like there has to be a lot of like barriers and walls put up, because these people's monies are on the line, man. Their jobs are on the line.
Well, maybe yeah, you're right.
I think like celebrities are a product of a lot of people's hard work, man. It's not only them themselves. It's the way they're presented. It's the way commercials are made. It's the way their bosses think about how they're gonna be presented. I mean, the celebrity is something that's,
But
it's kaya siya nagiging untouchable, because it's so perfect in its process.
But like sometimes with all that hard work, all that money, sometimes you just have to. I think that's why I was so comfortable, because like with the show, because maybe my stories weren't as similar to how I thought they weren't that great to be damaging to anyone's image, really. You know what I mean? And sometimes with these endorsement videos, a little bit of your freedom is taken away. A little bit, like, and if you're a guy that likes to just be free and not have anybody tell you what to do, like, as long as you're not hurting anyone, definitely. And like, you just want to do what you want to do, man. You just want to say how you feel, say what you mean, say what you really, really want to say. And then they take that away from you. So like, I think a little bit of freedom is signed with that, you know, along with
Yeah,
that
it costs
big check.
something.
Like, like with simple shit like
a bit of your freedom away.
like, oh, you can't smoke in public, but you're a smoker. And maybe this is like a bad example or whatever, but like, if you want to smoke, like, what gives? Everybody smokes. You know, a lot of people smoke. A lot of celebrities smoke. What difference is it if I smoke in public? You know,
Because you're what's that word? You're the endorser of this like chocolate milk for kids.
That's where it comes in, man. Like, how much is your soul really worth? How much is your freedom really worth?
I don't know, man. I mean, to get that much money, I mean, these people, you paid a lot of money to work for those things. I think it's worth it most of the
Like,
time.
for example, you have a cat show, and they say like you can't be seen with dogs ever.
Pretty crazy that I run with my dogs all the time, man.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be possible. I mean, I would just say like I don't think that's possible.
You know, so something
Without
radical
change.
like that. You know.
Well, can you check how much time we're on?
And if it's actually recorded.
Really? We're talking pretty loud right now. 24. That's not bad.
Every time we like, yeah, it's like
What were we talking about? We were just talking about
freedom and selling your soul.
yeah, but you know, man, it's like that's like it's like part of the job. I mean, like you can, I mean, you like to drink, but your job is from 9 to 5. I mean, so but I want to drink, man. So fuck this job. But you have but you have responsibilities and stuff. So it's all just checks and balances. It's all just like, I don't think fuck man. I think there are a lot of other jobs take more freedom away from you.
Perfect.
Like rather than
You
being
can't
an
be seen
artista.
with a certain someone because you have a love team.
Is that a real rule?
That's a real fucking rule, dude. You can't have how many times have you heard in show business? Don't have girlfriends, don't have boyfriends. You know, don't be seen. If you're very sikat and you have a love team, you know what I mean? Because people eat this shit up. They eat this shit up. They eat this shit up. Like, oh my god, they're in love. And sometimes, you know, it's rare it happens. They actually get together.
Yes.
But sometimes they get together and they divorce after. But like, so it's rare that they get together and stick together. But I don't mean to crush the dreams of these people that want to live vicariously through their idols, but sometimes it's a show. It's a show. That's why they're called roles.
Yeah.
You play a role on screen, on a script.
To
but
compare it, though.
But you take the role deeper, even off cam, and show it in front of everybody. Yeah, we're so in love together. It's such a miracle that we're working. Blah 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 blah. This is my love team. My
Are they like that in
world.
the States? They're not really like that.
No.
though. Not.
No, there's no like. Yeah, they work good together. They look good together. And sometimes, like Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper, they're on a lot of movies together. Na silang dalawa. But you know, they have their own respective, you know, relationships, and people know about that as well. Ginagawang tanga yung mga tao eh. Ginagawang tanga yung mga masa.
Well, no, not really, man. I guess it's sometimes good to fall into a fantasy, man. That's why people watch shows. That's why people watch movies. Is to like maybe to lose themselves in for like 3 hours or like 2 hours or half an hour. That this is possible, and it comes with degrees to people, I guess. But some people just want to like, know that as the world, rather than maybe, think about their shitty lives. I mean, some people have shitty lives, man.
Well, maybe if they focus on their lives more, maybe their lives wouldn't be so shitty.
Well, some people are just dealt shitty lives, dude. You can't be like, oh, you just gotta work hard. Some people have shit, like they start with, some people are born with no feet, fucking like legs, dude. So like, imagine just like, the discrepancy right off the bat. Some people can't talk, some people are blind. I mean, like, there's
That's their escape. Or the...
No, I'm just talking about like in different ways, man. I mean, like I'm saying, we're not all born the same. We weren't all raised by fantastic parents. We weren't all raised in such a way that we know only love, and maybe seeing something that represents true love might give you hope that one day it might happen for you. Maybe all your life, the only thing you know is like just hate and anger and like families fighting. That happens. Some people are born into that.
Like for example, if you're in back in showbiz, great example. You have a love team. Boom, love team mo. Like you're on the both on the billboards of everything. But you can be seen with Alexa.
I might not like. I'll probably have to hold the reins right before they start talking about, like whatever. It'd be like,
That happens.
yeah, like if like somewhere along the line they just say, oh well, you can't be seen with Alexa out in public. Maybe not worth it, dude. I'm not that poor. All right, I don't need to be. I don't even like being that famous. But that was why I didn't really want to be an artist in the first, because it pissed me off that when you'd be out in public, people would like interrupt your flow of like your day. But for other people, it might be a bigger temptation. I can see that happening, man. But I don't know, man. If they show me some, if they like to be honest, I don't know because I haven't experienced that. If they show me some money, I might be like, Alexa, where do you want to go every fucking year? Let's do this, man. We buy a house somewhere.
Just
like
us,
that.
you and me.
Just you and me, nobody else.
Nobody to know where we go.
I don't know, but the temptation isn't quite there because it's not my only choice. I can do a lot of things, man. So I'm always busy with other things. So
when does
depends.
the product become more important than the people's lives?
When
Diba?
yeah.
When does the product become more valuable than the actual people's lives?
Wait lang, product, what
Kasi
product?
meron kang inaalagaan ng product eh. That's why, that's why,
Okay.
that's your product. That show that idea of them together forever. And they're good together, blah, 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 blah. But, real life, you have, wife and kids and shit,
Yeah, but I guess if you have, I mean, the wife and kids thing
Or
is
girlfriend,
even,
yeah.
I think the girlfriend pa nga might be more like, because, it's not that much responsibility and it's more about like love and the moment shit. But if you're married and shit, be like, okay, honey, I'm gonna like be with this girl out in public. We have 2 kids we have to feed. I think it would probably be even more so. The wife would be like, go ahead, do whatever the fuck you want, as long as we're set, as long as we're good as a family. I think that's what a good parent would do.
Okay.
Diba?
So it really depends on the situation.
It's super situational, man. And
Okay.
and it has to work, and the 2 people have to be okay with each other. Imagine mo putang ina, like they hate each other pa. That's a factor pa eh.
Oh yeah.
So
There
like,
are a lot of love teams
so-
that hate each other.
So like you're choosing na between your fucking day, like how like oh okay, I'm gonna have a shitty day, but I'm gonna have some money. It's not anymore like your like lovers or your partner's day. It's like your day, like your whole fucking day spending with this person, and she's terrible. She just, no matter how bad your day is, just seeing her makes it even worse. Imagine that sucks, man. That would suck, bud.
You get a lot of
100,000 per mall show. 100,000 per mall show. One song, lip sync. Bitch! Backup dancers, all out, fireworks.
I
No
love
problem.
you, I love you. Cut, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility too, man. There's endless possibilities of scenarios what could be happening.
Because I'm thinking about all the young kids out there falling in love. In real life. I guess so, man.
If anything, it might be even a good thing, man, to see how like love. I mean, shit. If you take anything away from it, they're talking about love, right?
Like,
I mean, it might be like cheesy, goofy love, but it's like it's love. It's still love, man. It's be positive.
so you. Really depends on the situation.
Yeah.
It's like how these guys, like, yeah, I'll have my dick sucked,
What?
and then you'll pay me. This is the situation.
How would that happen?
That happens in love. We're talking about. Like, that. The reason why some other dudes are successful. Same thing with girls. It's like that fucking that porno will interview you for a job.
Ah, okay. I thought you were just talking about guys who are like, hey, woman, suck my dick, pay me. And I was like, what? There's this happens in the world? We need to move to that country, make it a great country.
So my dick, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great job.
So yun
It's
nga,
the dream state.
like the situation small town girl, small town dude, big dreams, big city dreams, big international dreams, and will do a certain situation. Yeah, either your dreams are that big and that worth it, or you have like a family to feed, your mom and dad, and pops, and like a bajillion other brothers and sisters. And then you're like, excuse me. I think that like, yeah, I'll take one for the team. I'll take a lot of times for the team. And then prostitute.
It's just a job. It's just a job, dude.
That's prostitution already.
When you think masajistas enjoy massaging people they massage, like, oh fuck, this is my job, bitch. Damn. You think you're enthusiastic about that?
Yeah,
Dude,
but I'm talking about
prostitute-
well,
yeah, but when you work a job that's fucking 18 hours a day, you prostitute fucking 90% of your time. Well, I didn't do that, but you probably like whatever amount. Imagine when there are people working almost the entire day to fucking work, and then they just have no time for themselves. That's prostituting your time.
But I'm
I mean,
like
you know,
prostituting your body. Like,
Well, there are prostitutes already, so where do you know that happens?
so maraming actor tsaka actress na prostitute pala.
I think we have to have breakfast. We're gonna wait for other things to happen. Wait for more updates about the fucking podcast.
It's still ongoing.
It's not ongoing. The investigation is still ongoing right now. We have our workers doing the work on it. We have our loaders loading up the information. and we have our buyers buying everything they need to buy. Alright? That's what we're doing, man.
He's Juno.
And he's Ricardo.
This is Juno Ricardo's.
Recorded, sure.
Wait! You don't want to promote anything?
Oh yeah,
I have a gig later. Letran.
Later?
Well, as soon as this uploads, I'm at that gig already.
Alright, there. He's gonna, while this is happening, he's in Letran.
December 5, Revolution, and December 14 is Maski Caps, UP Sunken Garden. Check out all those events and shit.
Yeah, just check out his page, check out the podcast that he made, which is pretty fucking funny, pretty fucking good.
It's there somewhere out there.
Yeah, just find it. It's on his Instagram. What the fuck is on Stop confusing the people. It's on his Twitter, it's on his Instagram, I posted it on my Facebook, check it out.
Yeah.
Very good. And to finish the podcast, I will give you a quote.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not about the size of the flower, it's about the bloom.
yeah.